Good morning, everyone. It's Paula again, and I'm here with a super special unboxing. Papernotes was kind enough to send me one of each of their notebooks, an A5 and an A6 in their new dot grid variety. So we are going to do a real life first impression. All I did was unseal the bag, so let's get started. So first and foremost, I want to note how quickly these got to me. They were kind enough to offer me this free sample for review, and they sent it out to me within a day or two. I had already received it at my mailbox. So as you can see, I picked up two colors. They come packaged really nicely in bubble wrap. I don't think that they got destroyed at all in the process. So I'm gonna go in with my scissor here and just snip the tape at the edges. So coming from Papernotes, they told me that this is the new series with a bunch of new colors. The newest colors being two of what I have here, which is the Nori, a dark green, and the Eggplant, which is a darker purple. The other color that I did not buy was the Mustard, which is a yellow. So I'm excited to see how these look in real life because they look great in the photos. Okay, so once again I have an A5 and an A6. So here's the size comparison if you're thinking about that. They were kind enough to personalize both of them for me. I asked for the debossed kind of look. I prefer it to a foiled look. I think it's a little bit more subtle, and I really kind of like the small detail that it provides. Okay, so let's go ahead and open these up. We can see the A6 has the information on here. It's 200 pages soft bound, 80 GSM. It has a pocket and a bookmark, and it's also dot grid, as you can see. It's got an elastic closure in a matching color, and the ribbon is also matching at the bottom. The A5 is soft bound with 160 pages at 100 GSM with a pocket, pen holder, and bookmark. You can also see this elastic closure, the matching ribbon at the bottom, and here is the pen loop, which we'll take a look at. So let's do this again. So I'm just going to take my scissor and run it down the edge to provide myself a little bit of an opening to explore the notebooks here. And then we're going to rip off the plastic wrapping. So here's one, and then we'll do this one. You can hear me opening them in the background. Here's the other. So from the feel, the covers look like faux leather, but they kind of feel a little bit vinyl-y to me, a little bit more rubbery. There's a little bit of a stick to them. They're not as smooth, but they are soft, kind of akin to a Moleskine if you're into that kind of notebook. So when we look at this A6, take off this really cute paper band. So the first page has an "if found, please return to," which I kind of like. It's a little bit minimalist looking. You have to look a little closer to read it. It's cute. Alright, so at first glance, I can tell that the dot grid is about 5 by 5. It's about the same as a Zemo notebook or a Leuchtturm or a Rhodia.Webby, whatever you prefer. The one thing that I can already tell that I'm not really certain about is the dots are quite dark. I find that in many notebooks, when the dots are darker, I get distracted by them and they don't fade into the background. So that's something that I will be interested in. But I do love, I have to say, here's the pocket, looks great. I do love the feel of the paper. It looks really thick, and I love the color. It's a nice ivory. So I know that you can't really see that with the lighting, but it's a really gorgeous yellowish ivory that looks really great. So here is the ribbon. The ribbon length is adequate. It's really nice and long. You can mark your place in the book easily. It is nice and thick, and it's sewn into the binding really well. Papernotes tells me that their notebooks are smyth-sewn, which means that they will lay flat, which is nice. Eventually when I break this in, it will lay flat. So that's really cool. This is the first A5 I've ever owned, so thank you so much Papernotes for this, and I can't wait to try bullet journaling in it at some point and seeing if I can downsize. So we'll set the A5 aside. Okay. Now we're looking on to A6, excuse me. We'll set the A6 aside. Now we're looking to the A5. So the A5, also the same, a kind of vinyl-y, a little bit more rubbery feel. And I'm going to open up the elastic closure. Interestingly enough, there are indentations here for the elastic, which I have never seen before. And I'm going to look back now at the A6 and see that they are also there. I'm not sure how I feel about them. I do like my notebooks to look like notebooks, but I guess because like wear and tear won't be able to wear a hole in them, like that's an added bonus because they already put something for the elastic there. So that's nice. So with the A5, same nice minimalist front page with the if found, please return to. Let's get my camera to focus. There we go. Then I'm going to flip to the first page here. Again, you can tell the difference between the 100 and the 80 in the two notebooks. This is definitely thicker. It's definitely the same color, but it's more crisp. You can definitely feel the difference in the grade of the paper, the weight of the paper. Again, I think the dots are a little dark for my taste, but we'll see when I start to write and do a pen test how that goes. Here is our ribbon, same width and length, beautiful dark green color. I love the way that it matches with the notebook. And here is our pen loop, which is elastic. So let's see if I can stick a pen in it to show you. Oh, it's nice. So it holds the pen snugly. I also have and it holds this pen snugly against the journal, which is great. But I think the problem with this pen loop would be that this is a normal size pen and it has a thinner bottom. So as you can see, when I'm trying to pull my pen loop down, or my pen down through the loop, it gets caught on the fatness of my upper body of the pen, which I think would be a problem for if you're writing with markers or thicker pens. For example, if I wanted to carry around my 4-in-1 by Inkjet Uniball, it would not fit into this tiny pen loop. The tip barely fits. So I would have to use this part, which is not conducive to carrying it around so much because of the fact that, one, it's elastic, and two, there we go. See, when I use the this pin over here to carry it around, this clip, it hangs loose, it hangs way too far down. So I think if they're going to keep this kind of pen loop, they either should make it bigger or they can move placement up a little bit here so that if we are using a pen clip to attach our pens to the loop, then the pen will rest a little further up rather than down here. So overall, this is the Papernotes Classic Series 3 in their new dot grid variety. Once again in an A5 and an A6. I have them in the two new colors. This is the Eggplant and this is the Nori. They are gorgeous in real life. The paper is a lovely yellowish ivory. The dot grid is about 5x5. It's nice. It's a little dark for my taste, and the paperweight feels lovely. So I'm looking forward to doing a pen test, and I hope that this unboxing and impression helps you guys decide what to bring into your 2018. With that said, have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!